That's so bright. See if I can get it better. That's not sunset in the clouds, that's the aurora. See a bit of the red there. The regular camera is taking pictures. Trying to zoom in without zooming all the way. The final video will be much nicer. My phone isn't so great at live streaming at night. Hopefully we get a little bit of a break in the clouds. Bigger than that at least. Yeah, none of that is sunset. The sun has already set a while ago. All of that light over there is the aurora. Yeah, that's the aurora. All the light that you see in the frame here. It's all, so you see over here it's red. Over here it's a bit greener. There's no sunset over there. The sun has already set a while ago. And that was completely dark over there until now. Sadly, it's all going to be a little bit off to the edge on my camera. So the camera's focused more up that way. And we can see the moon poking through there. I thought about moving the camera. We'll see here. Maybe I will rotate the camera a little bit. I might not get anything if I don't. I'm at a very large section of the river. This is the Ottawa River, and it's kind of I think this is called Britannia Bay. I'm on the northwestern side of Ottawa. So I have rotated the camera. We'll see how that changes things. Let's see here. It's taking 6 second or 7 second exposures, I think. 8-second exposures every 10 seconds. Too bad there's so many clouds, because this would be absolutely incredible without the clouds. But we'll see how it goes. We could see it for half the night, depending on how the clouds go and how the storm goes. Like, look at all the red over there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. The phone is not cooperating. Yeah, I thought people would like that. I saw it on an Instagram post and I had to make a copy of it. It was too good. This is the first time I've done an interval time lapse on this new camera. So it should actually make things better because this has automatic time lapse mode that levels the video so that it looks better, and I don't have to process it on the computer, meaning I should be able to upload it almost right away. And catch the people who want to watch early in the morning when they get up and realize they missed it, as opposed to working on it and processing it all night long and waiting all day tomorrow for it to upload, and then ending up, by the time that I upload it, most people have already seen it and are bored. But you can see it a little bit behind the clouds there too. All that green light there, that is the aurora behind the clouds. It's a little bit cooler than that here. It's probably around 55 maybe. Yeah, look at that. You can see it behind the clouds even. It's so bright that it's shining through the clouds. Oh wow. Now I wish I hadn't moved the camera, because now it's over there. Wow. It's the whole sky right now. It's red over there, green over here. I think that's the city. It's not actually anything, because that's the clouds that are glowing. Yeah, see, it was glowing right through there, now it's already gone. It comes and goes quite quickly. Aw, thanks, Heidi. I'm hoping the clouds break open a little bit more than this, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's nice that there's absolutely no wind tonight. Although that does make the clouds move a little slower. But the river is like glass. No ripples, nothing. Just completely glass. What time is sunset where you are? You should still be able to see it. I should have brought my second phone. I didn't think I would be live streaming, but I figured why not? Why not? I got plenty of batteries. I got lots of data. And I was just watching Gamers Nexus with their expose of the Asus warranty process, and then it suddenly became visible. Oh, we'll see what happens. Yes, we can see them. You see all the lights in the sky over there? That's all from the northern lights shining through the... Like right over there. That's all shining through the clouds. It would be a lot better if there weren't clouds, but yeah, you can definitely see them. And they come and go pretty quickly, so like there'll be bright sections like over there. You can see like right there, all that. That's glowing through the clouds. Yeah, since there's so many clouds, anywhere that you're in the city, it'll be pretty dark. If you can go, Ripley's cat, if you can go anywhere to see them where the clouds are less, like I would say look at satellite photos with the IR infrared, you'll be able to see where the cloud cover is, and then look for a spot the closest where there's no cloud cover, and it would be definitely worth driving as long as it's not more than a couple hours. But yeah, that's up to you. The clouds are moving so slowly tonight, so if there was a break in the clouds, we'd get a good view for a while. Yeah. All that up there, that's leaking through the clouds. I wish I could turn the brightness up on this. But I just used the YouTube app instead of another app. I see no buttons for increasing. And Zibby and Gatineau. So like over there, this is Elmer right there. And then Gatineau and everything is farther down that way. Wow. Look how smooth it is. I've never seen the river that calm. Yeah, there's a little bit of it there. Yeah, it's very bright near the War Museum. If you feel like going out to Elmer, even Elmer would be a lot better of a view if the clouds break up a little bit. That's Elmer right there. So at the point over by Elmer over here, looking north, you should be able to see them. I would go over there, but it's a little too far, considering I use the bus. Yeah, it's a nice path along there, but watch where you're going. Even if you even have a phone flashlight, it'll help. Yeah, there it's going all through the clouds. I think I'm going to turn the camera again. I mean, your phone flashlight might work. Yeah, well, thanks for being here. Hopefully the clouds... Well, it's buzzing. Sorry about the buzzing. Yeah, I use a headlamp myself, but you can also use the light on your phone is better than nothing. People over there throwing rocks in the water, disturbing the peace. It's also a perfect, yeah, I've seen it as green and red tonight. There's a lot of green, like over here, some green right now. And over here, I've seen some red. I wonder if I can edit the description to add a link. Or maybe it's in my clipboard. That's weird. It's not letting me chat. Apparently I can't chat. I can manage chat, but I can't add a chat. Well, about 13, 14 months ago, there was a really nice aurora with less clouds. And I was able to capture the red and the greens and the curtains of aurora. It's about a minute-long video. I think I titled it something like the most amazing aurora borealis I've ever seen, something like that. Actually, I just published a short. So if you go on my feed and look at my shorts, you'll see there's a video I just posted. And in the bottom left corner, there'll be a link to that says created from Nathaniel Newton. And if you click on that, you'll be able to see... Hello, Goose. If you click on the link, you'll be able to see the aurora that I recorded last year. And it will look similar to that tonight, but it'll be behind the clouds for some of it at least. You can start to see it through there. It's bright enough that you can see it through the clouds reflecting off the river. Nice, Mr. C. I wish it was a little bit less cloudy here, but we'll see. Maybe it'll get better. That's pretty good for going through the clouds. Usually you don't see anything at all here. It's only when we have these solar storms that they come far enough south to be able to see them in Ottawa. I should have brought a second tripod for my phone. Well, people in less cloudy areas will definitely be getting a good view. And my camera will have a much better view. Even with the clouds, the camera will be much better when I publish that. Probably, well, it'll be sometime in the morning, because I have enough battery and camera and power and all that to stay here all night long. I even bought a blanket and a jacket and all that, so depending on the weather, we could get some really good stuff. That crazy expensive house over there always has the bright lights on. The whole place is lit up like a lighthouse. Thanks, Ripley's. Yeah, I couldn't believe how good it was. That's the first really good one that I've ever done. And it was unbelievable. Like, you see the waves and the curtains and stuff. I have some portable batteries. I have some really big portable batteries here. Like, this one is at 57% and it will last a long time, and I have another one in my pocket. But like, when you look at the Aurora with your eyes in the dark, you can see not only are there the curtains, but there's these waves like whipping past the sky. And you can really see how the Earth is like a giant spaceship flying through space. And it looks like you can see the Aurora hitting the windshield of the Earth, which is basically the magnetic field, and flying across the sky at about 300 to 600 kilometers per second. Like, it's just unbelievable. There's nothing like it I've ever seen. And it really gives you the sense of being on a spaceship flying through space. Because that is basically what the Earth is a giant spaceship with about 100 kilometers of gas surrounding us, going up into space before you hit the edge of the spaceship boundaries. I feel like if more people thought about the fact that we're all on a giant ball spinning through space as a spaceship flying through the solar system and spinning around a galaxy, they might take a little bit better care of the world, but that's just my 2 cents. There's the moon poking out again. Actually, I used to have a solar charger. I bought a big solar panel, well, relatively big solar panel off of Amazon, along with some solar charge controllers and some other electronics, and I built my own because it was a lot cheaper to build your own solar charger than it was to buy one pre-made that would have the same power. So the one that I built was strong enough to run your phone at full power, full brightness, and charge the battery. So I was able to keep my phone charged for half the summer just using a solar panel, and not going inside to use the power in the house. I was staying on a friend's farm. It's called the Farming Camping Adventure Extravaganza on the playlist on my channel. And I also have another one talking about building a solar charger, where I just did a playlist specifically about the charger. And I used the car battery as the battery bank for the charger, and so I could charge up the car battery and use the car battery to recharge my devices and everything when it was a little cloudy. It worked really great. I used it for live streaming out in the middle of the field in the backyard. I can't tell if the clouds there are lit up because of the. I think it's because of the city over there. This one definitely is the Aurora lighting up over there. You as well, Ripley's cat. Thanks for coming by. You can hear all the birds. There's a sanctuary. Wow. There's islands. How do I turn off the buzzer? Turn on the do not disturb again. Maybe that will make the buzzing stop. Can you hear the birds? They live on an island out there. This is a migratory path for birds coming from the north and the south. It's really rare to see the clouds moving this slowly. And the complete lack of wind. If we zoom in way over here. Okay. The camera does not know what to do with that. That's weird. I'll try zooming in over here. Maybe that'll work. I don't know why it's flickering like that. Oh. It's hard to say. Is that the clouds or is that shining through the clouds? It won't stay focused. I wish I could turn off the autofocus. Let's see, can I lock focus? No, I cannot lock focus. I thought about doing a live stream from this camera, but that would make it so that I wouldn't be able to get the pictures. So, better to do like this than do. Well, at least there will be a good time lapse of the clouds, but we got lots of time. It's 10:30 now. Hamburger wrapped hot dogs. Now that's not something I've heard of. How do you wrap a hamburger around a hot dog? Or do you do it before you cook it? That sounds interesting. I gotta try that sometime. Now you're making me hungry. That's not fair. I can see the light coming through the clouds again over there. It's getting a little brighter again. You'll definitely be able to see it on the camera when the camera video is done. The camera is much more sensitive than the phone, especially at 6-second exposures. Oh, it's out of focus again. There we go. I'm gonna climb over here on the rocks. Find a spot to set the phone down a little better. I should have brought the phone tripod. Whoops. Okay, how are we gonna do this? That is not working very well. You can see it through the clouds there. Poking up right there. That's the northern lights through the clouds. Been waiting for this big gap over there to get here, but the clouds are moving incredibly slowly. I don't think I've ever seen the clouds move this slowly. But once it does, it'll be nice. Ducks. See the ducks? The zoom doesn't work very well on this phone. At least on this app. The YouTube app. You'd expect the YouTube app on a Google phone would be better, but you would be wrong. You'd be very sadly mistaken. All that light there, that's in the clouds. Up there. It'd be a good time to be taking a transcontinental flight. I wonder if anybody's chartered a flight for this. I wouldn't be surprised if some rich, crazy person does. or NASA does, or something like that. Hopefully that gap in the clouds comes over here and not somewhere else. I can't believe it's so bright that it's seeing through the clouds, and we've got so many clouds. Why? Why does it have to be cloudy? The brightest light show in 20 plus years, and it's cloudy. They say the last one like this was in 2003, but we'll have to see if this one actually beats it. We are near the solar maximum, so there's a chance that this will happen again sometime in the next year or 2 years. But right now it's happening about once a year. Well, actually, it did happen a few weeks ago, but the storm hit at 2 in the afternoon my time, and by the time it was dark here, the storm was already gone. The cloud gap is slowly getting closer. Gosh, never buy a Pixel phone. They're the worst. Should have bought a Samsung. But I was annoyed because Samsung removed my FM radio from my phone with the software update and made it impossible to use it anymore. So I didn't want to buy a Samsung, but I should have bought a Samsung anyway. Dogs have come by. I mean, like, you should have been able to hear me talking, but I guess they don't mind. That sounds delicious, but no, it wasn't me. I should have eaten more of my food that I made before leaving. I ate a whole bowl of it, but apparently no, that wasn't enough. I made long grain brown rice with TVP, which is basically pure soy protein, quinoa, and then flavored it with this really nice onion soup mix. So it's healthy, high in protein, and pretty tasty. But I only ate one big bowl of it. I should have eaten more. Now it's sitting at home waiting for me, and I shan't be back for a while. My tripod is exceptionally heavy, and before much longer there will be no more buses. Why is my watch buzzing at me? The ducks have moved on. I think it's about time for me to put my jacket on. It's getting a little bit colder. I'm going to set the phone down here and run off and grab it. And try to set the phone down here. Success. Okay. Time to go get the jacket. And probably the blanket too, so that I don't have to sit on the rocks. It's a whole 3 steps away. I thought ahead, and I brought a blanket to sit on. And if it gets too cold, I might just use it to wrap myself in too, but I also have a jacket, so it should be fine. Alright. It ebbs and flows, the Aurora. You can see it coming through the clouds more now. Over there. Comes in waves, it seems. The hole in the clouds almost looks like a cloud. Now you're just teasing me with the food. I should have brought a snack of some kind. I've never seen the river so calm. Does look like a lake. It's like a big sheet of glass. Well, at the very least, it will be an interesting time lapse of the clouds moving very slowly over a sheet of reflective glass. You'll be able to see the flickering lights behind the clouds in the time lapse as well. Last year I spent a couple of hours out at night taking pictures and watching the clouds get thicker and thicker, and then suddenly they opened up, the sky was clear, and a super bright section, the best part of the lights, happened right when the sky cleared up. I wonder if we will be so lucky again tonight. I think that happened sometime around 11:30 or 12 at night. That time. But the clouds were definitely moving faster that day. There were a bunch of college kids that were hanging out with me while I was shooting pictures, and they got bored and figured it wasn't going to happen and went back home, and then an hour later it was really bright. Is that a star or a airplane? I cannot tell. It might be an airplane. Because you can see it too well. Or it could be the hole in the sky. The hole in the sky, the hole in the clouds crossing it. We shall see. It's so peaceful out here. You usually have to use a specialized audio setup to not get the wind noise, but there is no wind today. Well, the star is gone. It must have been a star, not an airplane. The blanket was definitely a good idea. The hole in the sky, the clouds is getting brighter again. Let's see, do I have this aimed well enough so you can see it? Kind of. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. It's just a bit dark. Very hard to see with the phone camera. Here's a little rock I can use. What was that? The hole in the clouds doesn't seem to be getting any closer. It's just staying over there. It's been in the same spot for like an hour or half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. Trying to see the comment actually ended up messing up the focus. Yes, Jarrett, I have seen stuff. It's just a little bit cloudy right now and hard to see. I'm glad you find it relaxing, Heidi. Family is sharing pictures that I cannot see because it requires exiting the live stream apparently. But I am hearing reports of them sending photos from friends that are in Alabama and Tennessee. So you know it's a bright one if they can see it all the way down there. So that makes me wonder if it's not actually brighter than the one from what's it called, 2003. If people can see it in the whole southern U.S., like Alabama is almost as far south as it goes. But what's the hottest it gets here? I don't know that in Fahrenheit, but I would say low to mid 40s, but with high humidity. So it's a wet, humid, hot heat, and it doesn't usually get that high. I would say pretty typical is high 30s. So like 35 to 30, 35 to 40 is pretty common in the summer here. And you can see that this spot over here again is lighting up. But sadly it's... Oh, there's the moon. That looks cool. Now we'll be able to measure how big the gap in the clouds are How long it takes the moon to go through. So that is Celsius, but 30 is a lot higher. 35, 40 is a lot higher than 70 in Celsius Fahrenheit. That's it's closer to 100. There's the moon. Let's zoom in on the moon, see if we can. I don't know why it's flickering. It shouldn't be flickering. Whatever. The fact that the moon keeps going in and out tells you that the gap is not as big as I would hope. Earlier in the night over here there was a big red section, and occasionally up here we see green breaking through. But yeah, just have to wait and see if the clouds break. Given how slowly they're moving. If they do, it's going to take several hours. But my camera has enough space on this card to continue taking pictures until around 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I won't be here that long, but the camera is not the weak link. The battery will last for quite some time. My family in the States in Tennessee and stuff are saying that they can see it there. We just have too many clouds. Irony in that is something else. Wonder if you can hear the rapids. They're approximately, I don't know, 4 kilometers away. There's a piece of the moon again. I'll have to take a look. I did an interview with the executive director of the Tulip Festival a couple of days ago that will be coming out on Monday. Got lots of really good shots of the tulips while they were all wet. Yeah, I don't think I've been over to that area very much. Is that near the Pinecrest Forest that got recently cut down? This will show you how still this is. Have fun at work. It won't focus. That's how still the water is. Oh well, let's turn off the light. I haven't really been over to Sportsplex, I don't think. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember. I've gone along the pathway that goes around the airport and off towards Maryville. And then I biked up Maryville, but I didn't go around on I haven't been much farther west than that in the area. I'm starting to notice the tiniest little bit of wind. Maybe it'll move the clouds a bit. We can hope. I wonder how the Aurora oval is looking now. I can't exit the stream without stopping to go and check. I'm getting spam text from somebody that's angry that I'm not replying to them. It's either a spam text or somebody with the wrong number. It's not very common for the spam text to send you 2 texts. Thanks, JC. Okay, I'm gonna try to check the Aurora bubble. Hopefully it won't disconnect. Okay, it did disconnect, but it didn't stop. That's good. Oh dear. That's not what I wanted. Go away, bubbles. So the Aurora is still going strong, according to the Aurora oval. So, oh, they turned off their lights. The lighthouse house turned off their lights. Hello, lemonade kisses. Can't say anything right now, but I have hope for later. It's so peaceful out here. It's unbelievable. It won't stay focused.
What time is gonna happen? Hello.
It's for the last 2 hours plus maybe another hour, 2 hours, 3 hours more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like most of the night, maybe even.
And you're gonna wait here?
Yeah, hopefully the clouds will clear up a bit.
Yeah, clouds making it difficult to see, right?
Yeah,
All right. Good luck, huh?
thank you.
Enjoy.
I'm glad that the people over there turned off their lights. I've done many videos from this area when I lived at the top of the hill, and their lights were always one of the brightest in the video. I'm not sure if I remember them turning it off before or not. I need to move around a bit, because my bum is getting numb. Whoops, the phone has fallen. Some geese flew over so close that I could smell them. It was weird. Yeah, I just checked the picture from my sister. Bright red auroras in Tennessee. And my brother sent a picture from Alabama with also bright red auroras. But here in Canada, nothing. Just clouds. Full clouds. would definitely drive somewhere if I had a car, but cars are much too expensive. I think, though, rather than burning through all of my data, that's when nothing is happening. I might stop and come back if there's something. What do y'all think? I see there are 2 people still watching. Yeah, I think I would do that. I will come back if there is something to see, when there is something to see, whichever one of those things happens. And I will also post time-lapse video as soon as it's ready. So it'll be sometime in the early morning. Thanks for being here, everyone. Even if it was not as good as we hoped. I will be here for likely the whole night. Ugh. I may go up onto the bench and sit on the bench instead of the rocks, but we'll see. Cheers. Thanks for being here.